AC16N. I'll replace 2IT with 3IT. So we'll go to. So the information will be stored. The 4 items that we accepted, they will go to the 3IT table slash show AC16N. I'll replace 2IT with 3IT. So right now 2IT is B level. I hit enter. It is exception, but it is B level exception. Okay, so there are two type of accepted. It can be raw accepted or it can be B level accepted. Raw accepted go to 1IT, but B level accepted go to 2IT. Okay, here if I execute, you will see the 4 items that I have accepted from B level status. Okay, 4 items are available. Now I can again restore them back. So again, I will restore them back. Anything I can fix bit or something, green tick. Now they will be restored. Okay, so all item back to B level, and also the 4 item will be removed from the 3IT table and they go into back to 2IT table. 2IT will have again for 18 data, 18 line items. Apart from 14 it becomes 18. Okay, so that is the exception and restoration. What if you do not want it at all? You can reverse it also. Okay, say the minus ones, maybe I want to keep the minus ones, so I'll say I will 20 is from here, right? So I don't want this one fully, so I can reverse them. Okay, so reverse item, select reversal reason. I have, say, let me use this one and click on green tick. Okay, so this 6 item is now reversed. Okay, so see, B level accepted and also reversed.
Is
So
the reverse reversible?
yes, they are reversible. Now you cannot restore it back. You try to restore selection. It's a warning. If you hit enter, does it let you? No, it will just show you. You cannot restore it back. Reversal means it is sending, like fully deleting it. Okay, making it accepted means, accepting means it will go to recycle bin, which you can restore back. But deletion, reversal means full deletion. You cannot get it back. Okay, so these are the different statuses of B level item. Similarly, if you check the other table, you will not have any information. So let me quickly show you. Apart from IT, if I hit execute, 4IT I'll show you because I don't build anything. So 4IT has these two, 01, 02 I additionally added. So if I try to see for 4IT 00, so you will find no entry because they are not yet built. Okay, so the table name is build. Now if I see anything apart from IT, do you get any item, any information? Say I want to see PY. Okay, either raw or B level, say raw table, raw data. Okay, PY, this is payment data which I have not populated. No item. Okay, PY, TT, TX, no information. So that is all about B level items. Next, we'll go to billing configuration. Okay, B level is done. After bit generation, we will next bill it. Okay, so for billing, let me show you first from the PPT.
What about the custom field? You are not going to.
Yes. I'll show you. Don't worry. I'll show you. First I'll complete the standard ones, then I'll show you. Okay. It starts from. Okay. Okay, this is, it starts from here, but it abruptly start. Okay, not a problem. So for billing, we will have to configure few things. Then we can, for billing, we need a billing process. Okay, so billing process, let me show you. The billing process is,
Sorry to interrupt. So, are
yes,
you sharing that PPT?
yes, it is already shared in
Okay,
the in
I
the
already shared. Okay,
folder.
I did not.
Yeah. So now we come out of basic function and we go to billing. Okay, and first we have to configure billing process. Okay, billing process we configure. In the billing process we have to assign selection variant, grouping variant, aggregation variant, this kind of thing we have to assign. So it is advisable to configure the selection variant, grouping variant, aggregation variant, then you create the billing process, because in the billing process you have to assign these. Okay, so if I show any billing process randomly, this is the billing process. Let me show any existing one. uh, See here, I have to assign selection variant, grouping variant, billing type. Okay, so let's understand what is selection variant, grouping variant, and billing type. So we'll start with selection variant. Okay, it did not add any introduction. I thought there will be an introduction about billing process. So what is selection variant? Selection variant says, selection variant specifies, just a minute. Okay, selection variant specifies the billable items that will be selected for billing belong to which bit class. So when we have received four or multiple billable items, now I'm going to bill them. So the selection variant will determine which billable items will be billed. Say I have received four billable items and I want to exclude the fourth one, Z102, 103, 104, 105. So 105 I don't want to include. Okay, which items, which billable items of which bit class I will be using for billing, that I can configure here. Okay, lot of billable items will be there. If I, for example, if I go back to FKK Bixbit Mon and I remove the bit class and I remove the CA also. Okay, so I have huge number of billable items. It is training system, it has only 311. In real project you will have huge lot of billable items. Now how many of them will be selected for a billing? Okay, that we assign in the selection variant. Okay, so which bit class and which billable items will be will be selected for a particular billing. You cannot select all and you cannot do billing. Okay, because selection contains multiple contract account business partner blah blah, so they cannot be selected together. So that's why in the selection variant we will tell that which items will be selected together. Selection can be influenced further using billable item types and source transaction type for each bit class. So we have already uh, told that which bit class will be selected, and within that bit class which billable items and which source transaction type will be further selected. It can be again further filtration can be done. In this example we can say that bit class 1 is selected. So this example I have already used, the same example is used here. Here bit class 1 will be selected. However, we can ensure that bit type for monthly recurring in sub process is not chosen by excluding it. So I have in bit class 1 I have two sub process 1 and sub process 2. Each sub process has bit type for usage and bit type for monthly. Here also bit type for usage and bit type for monthly. It is saying that I can exclude that bit type for monthly in sub process 1 will not be chosen. So bit type, so this one will not be chosen. Okay, we can exclusively call it out that this one will not be chosen. That is what we do in selection variant. So next we have the configuration of selection variant. So let's configure. The path is mentioned here and we will configure here. So go to, let me close few unnecessary tabs that I don't need anymore. Okay, this one I need. Did I open it twice? This is the table, not needed now, payment item table. Okay. So we'll start with selection variant. Okay. So define selection variant. I'll use the same name so that I can, right now it has only 10. Now within a month you will be practicing. There are other people practicing. It will become maybe 25 or 30. So I'll use a number Z102 everywhere so that I can identify, okay, that belongs to my uh, bit class. Okay. So click on new entry, and here in the variant I mention 102. Okay, so Z102 prepaid customer selection variant. Okay, and save. Select assign billable item classes. Here I will mention only which billable item classes will be used for this selection variant. Okay, ideally you will see only one billable item class is used, never club. If you want to add multiple, I have never seen, you must create separate selection variant. Okay, so this will be used for Z102, and here it will add the number by default. If I want to have another, which is not advisable, if I want to have another, say ST29, then it will become 2. This will become, sorry, this will become 0, this will become 1. Okay, I don't want anything else, I want only 1. So hit enter. Okay, so it has 1. So let me remove this. Save. So first I can assign the bit class. Assigning a bit class means uh, all billable items under this bit class will be selected. If I further want to exclude, then I can come here. So if I don't add anything, then all 4 will be included. But if I want to exclude anything, so under Z102 I have this. Say this one I don't want, then I can select and I can exclude. This is further selection. Okay, if at all you need this, then you will exclude, but we will not need to exclude, because generally we will select all. That is the reason why we added all those billable items under my bit class. If there is a requirement, you can exclude a particular billable item type, or if you want to remove a particular source transaction type. Okay, triple CIT, CICIT, any type of, you expect that from that interface you will not receive any transaction, any billable item. If at all you receive, you want to say dip, whatever this interface is, dynamic items, you are not expecting any dynamic items, but suppose you are getting a dynamic item, you can exclude. During the billing selection, this one will be straight away excluded. Okay, so that is a reason, that is the two extended controls. Okay, so ideally we configure till assignment of billable item class. If you need, then under the billable item class you can do further filtration, further exclusion or inclusion. Any question? I heard something. Okay, so if I go to the PPT, here YNTL, a selection variant is created. Then here billable item class is assigned. See here under YNTL it has added multiple billable item classes, and under billable item class ZREA, Asianet CATV recharge bit, under that it has excluded a particular billable item type, MSO, B2B, CATV, something it has excluded. Okay, that's all for selection variant configuration. Next we'll go to grouping variant. Okay, what is grouping variant? So we have selected, say I received 20 bits. Out of the 20 bits I have selected, say 15 bits. Okay, the 5 bits which were additional, due to any exclusion reason, that is bit type is not included, or source item source transaction type is not included, like that we have excluded 5 items. Now out of the 15 item, we can form groups. Okay, what are that? Grouping variant is necessary to reduce load arising due to similar bits, as it would be advantageous to aggregate bits in similar in nature. So if the bits are of similar nature, say I want to group all the recurring bits together and all the usage bits together. So I'll form 2 separate groups, multiple recurring bits for the same BP only. Master data level is master data is a default grouping. So if your master data is sending me, say the same customer, same BPCA and provider contract is consuming multiple what do I say, multiple consumption. Okay, daily consumptions are being loaded, and at the month end we receive the bit. Now if I receive 30 bits, 30 usage bits, it will create some load into the system. Okay, so to reduce the load, because max more number of bits will cause problem. So if you want to um, if you can club them together, group them together, the load can be balanced, can be reduced. This grouping may be done for a contract account based on certain criteria like plan name, currency, etc. Okay, so uh, ideally a
So
customer.
sorry to interrupt. Yeah. So in that case, the for the 10 bits, only one bit for 10 seats, only one bit will be created, right?
Yes, 10,
Okay.
even for 10 bits, only one billing document will be created. Okay, we are talking about
Okay. Bits will
conversion
be
of
same.
bits.
Okay. Billing document will be one.
Yes, we are talking about conversion of bit to billing document. Seat to bit, it is done earlier. I mean, in this stage, if I have either I can receive bit directly or I can receive seat. If I receive seat, then that will be rated to form bit, and after bit, we are now doing the billing. So conversion of bit into billing, so they will be formed into one billing document together. Okay, say the bits which belong to same plan, say silver plan, gold plan, platinum plan, they will be clubbed together. If the bits with same plan name are not aggregated, each bit will make one billing document. Okay, this is your answer. If they are not grouped together, they will form one different billing document. Optional in nature, here you'll see we have different bits. So pink bits are built into the pink ones which are coming here, billing unit 1. The pink ones are built into one billing document. The brown ones are built into another billing document. Okay, so here how to configure. So in this example, grouping variant called YNA1 assign grouping characteristics as billable item type. Okay, so these are the bit type. C tail ones are bit together. Okay, no, that tail one and that one, this is different now. Assign, okay, there is assign alternative grouping values also. There is another alternative grouping value, it has configured. That one is assigned to tail one bit type, and that two is assigned to tail two bit type. That means all tail one and that one will form one, and all tail two and that two will form another group. Okay, so bit with the same color will be grouped together into one billing unit. Okay, so that
Saubhadra,
is, yes.
so one question. So it doesn't have to do anything with the class, like the bit class. It can be different bit class also. It will
No.
you can group it.
I have already. I mean, you can group it based on bit class. Also, you can do. So adding the bit class is already done in the selection variant. Okay,
Mhm.
say in the selection variant, I added one bit class. Then during grouping, there is no concept of having one more bit class. First, we'll select how many of them. Say there's a bus. Okay, so in the bus, the school kids will be boarded into the bus. So first in the
Mhm.
selection variant, I have told all the boys will be boarded in this bus only. So the girls are already excluded. Okay, the selection is done. Now in the after further in the bus, there are two rows of seats, right hand side and left hand side. I say all the boys who are in shorts sit on the right hand side row, and the boys which are on wearing full pant or maybe on higher classes, they can sit on the left hand side. Okay, so during the selection variant already I have excluded other bit class, or if I have included this bit class, then we can do grouping at this level bit class, I mean during grouping variant. Okay, in first selection variant is covered how many items will be selected. Then based on those, say, out of 20, I have already excluded 15. I have already excluded 5. So now within that 15, I will further form the groups. If in that 15 I have allowed multiple bit class, yes, then during grouping, I can form grouping based on bit class as well. But if I have already excluded bit class, then there is no question of forming grouping based on bit class anymore, because I have already excluded during selection variant.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now let's quickly configure the grouping variant.
No,
Okay,
what is the default grouping variant?
grouping, there is nothing. It's optional in nature. If you don't add any grouping, there will be no grouping. Okay, so all the 15 items will form 15 billing document. Out of 20, now we have reduced to 15. If I don't group the 15, so within that 15, I can form 3 billing document, 5, 5, 5. 5 bits generated into build into one billing document, next 5 into another, next 5 into another. I can build them, so I can form 3 billing document, or I can group all 15 and I can form one billing document, or I don't add any grouping at all. Then there will be 15 billing documents. Okay. So selection variant is done. I'll just do the grouping variant today. Yes, Shlomi.
Is it possible to group from a different type, from different bit types? It will
Yes.
group the amount and the.
No. It cannot group, because each bit type generates different GL account. Okay, you cannot group multiple bit types together. Okay, because see, understand, I have Z102, 103, 104, 105. If I group them together, what will happen? Each will derive different main and sub transaction. If I group them, what will be the total grouped main and sub transaction? Will all of them be grouped to Z101? I mean, Z102, 3, 4, 5 should be grouped to Z102 or Z105. Okay, that kind of extended grouping, if you want to add, then you have to write something enhancement. Okay, but ideally we don't group them together, because they
Makes
derive
sense.
single in unique main sub and unique GLs. GL can be same also, but revenue GL can be same also, but ideally we don't group them. Okay, I'll try to start. I don't know I'll be able to complete the grouping variant today. So I'll quickly click. First we'll create a new entry. So here in the next here the grouping, I think the path is not mentioned, but anyways, I'm showing the path. So here 1, 2, this way you will form the grouping. So new entry, so I'll create new entry. I'll call it Z102 prepaid customer grouping. Okay, save. Now out of which fields I want to form the grouping, those fields are maintained here. Okay, right now I can form group based on this 13 field only. I can add more. Okay, so we can form the group based on different thing. So right now these are the 13 field on which bit type is also added, which is not advisable. So based on this we'll form the grouping. Okay, so bit type, understand, bit type means these means unique bit types will form one group. Okay, so I have 5 items with Z102, I'll form one group. I have 3 items with Z103, they will form one group. I have 18 items with Z104, they will form a group. Okay, these item means unique bit amounts will form a group. Unique bit currencies, I have 20 items with USD, they will form a group. I have 15 item with euro, they will form a group. Okay, Booker's company codes. Right now, based on these 13 items, I can form a group. If I want to add more such items, click on new entry and we can find this. Okay, remember, if you have a Z field, you can also form group based on Z field. See, these Z fields are not assigned to my bit class. I will assign that. Say anything, say plan ID. I want to form a group based on plan ID. Okay, this I that means I am making them eligible. I haven't assigned to my grouping variant yet. Okay, so I also want to add, say, device make and model. Okay, and save. Now what happens? Now I can have 15 items which based on which I can form a group. Okay, hang on. Now I can have 15 item. Out of these 15 item, I can form a group. Okay, so now I'll go to my grouping variant. Now select, and now I will assign the grouping characteristics based on which items I want to form a group. Click on new item, and here those 15 items will be eligible. Out of those 15 items, I have to pick and choose using which we will form a group. Okay, so maybe I can choose Booker, company code, and I'll give them rank 1. Save. Then I want to have other items also. New entry button is, where is the new entry button? New entry. So group bookers I have formed, that is company code. Based on that, new entry. Then also I'll form bit currency. Bit currency means USD blah blah blah. So number 2, also based on bit currency also I'll form a group. Okay, and I can also form a group based on source transaction ID. I will form a group. That is, the items which are coming from CC will form a group. That is, item which are coming from another environment will form another group. Debit notes will form a group. Credit notes will form a group. Partner settlement will form another group. Okay, and I'll give rank number 3 and save. So I have mentioned that we will form a group based on these 3. And if you want to, for say under source transaction ID, you want to add alternative grouping, you can add alternative grouping also. Okay, till here it is fine. We don't have to, we generally don't add alternative grouping. So we'll stop here till grouping variant. From there we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Bye
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you.